handsome prince and fell in love with the idea of him and the world that he lived in.
I've heard it.
She wanted to be part of it. So she made a very dangerous deal with the evil sea witch. The sea witch made a deal with the little mermaid that she would be able to go to the surface and dance with the prince, but there was a price. The little mermaid has to find a way to get the prince to fall in love with her to be able to return home.
What? There's so many problems with this story. Falling in love with somebody before you know if they're funny or nice? No, we're not going to finish the story. Let's go back to the Bible. You guys ready to do that?
No. I want a movie.
No movie tonight. Listen. We're going to read from the Bible, all right? All right. So listen, we're going to read from the Bible. I'm going to tell you a different story. Some of it's a little bit true. And when I say a little bit true, I should change it. It is true, although it is what we call a parable. Have you all ever heard of a parable?
No.
No? Okay. So what?
Terrible and...
So a parable is a story that's it's like a fairy tale that tells you a truth, but it's something that Jesus would use to tell the stories that, of how we should live our lives and kind of like lessons learned. So I'm going to tell you a parable that's in the New Testament in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 through 32. All right? So this is a parable that Jesus told his disciples. There was a man who had 2 sons, and the younger one said, "Can I go ahead and have my inheritance? Let me go ahead and have it early, Dad." And so his father gave it to him. And the younger son set off and left the comfort and safety of his family.
I want to see the world. Where should I go? Got any ideas?
Germany.
Germany?
Michigan. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
The beach. Tennessee.
The beach?
Africa.
Africa? Europe? Disney World? Alaska? Mississippi? All right, I'm off.
Missouri.
So the prodigal son sets off for the distant land of Disneyland, maybe Germany.
No.
Disney
World.
Disney World. We don't know because they did not say specifically. They called it a distant country. So, and then he squandered his wealth in wild living. So after he spent everything, all of his inheritance, there was a severe famine in that whole country, and he became hungry. So he went and he hired himself out and was sent out to the fields to feed pigs. And he longed to fill his stomach with the food the pigs were eating, but they wouldn't even let him have the food that the pigs were eating. So sad. So then he realized, my father's servants eat well, and they have food to spare, and here I am starving. I'll go back and I'll apologize to my father, and I'll tell him, I am no longer worthy to be your child, and I'll be like one of your servants.
I'm so hungry.
And while he was still a ways off, his father saw him. He was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his child, embraced him, and bared his weight as he was weak. And the prodigal son said,
Father, I've sinned against you and God. I'm not worthy to be your child.
But the father said to his servants, quick, bring the best clothes and jewelry for him. Get him new shoes, and let's have a party to celebrate. We'll have steaks and we'll grill out. It'll be a feast. And the prodigal son's father says,
I thought my son was dead, but he's alive. Let's celebrate.
so meanwhile, his brother comes from working in the fields. He hears the party going on, and when he finds out what's going on, he is not happy. He is angry. The older brother was angry at his father and said, I've done all you asked me to do. I never got a party. I never got a trophy. He goes and does everything wrong, and you throw him a party like no other. And his father shared, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. We have to celebrate and be glad because we thought he was dead, and he is alive. He was lost, and now he's found his way home. So in the end, the prodigal son was able to come back, and the father welcomed him with open arms.